I'm going to go into how to choose a blackjack table, because a lot of times people will kind of like I play all the time, and people ask me, it's like, oh well, how do you choose? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends on my mood, but I'll go into all of that for you. Basically, blackjack tables kind of fall into a couple of categories, and I don't use good or bad, hot and cold, because all that can change with at the drop of a hat. But a lot of times, a table is either fun or not fun, or it's fast or slow. And a lot of times, if you're looking for a good time at the blackjack table, you want to just find people just having a good time. A lot of times, the dealer is like at the beginning. If you walk up to a table that's completely empty, you got a lot of dealers out there that are just like, and then they kind of don't look like they're into their job. And what's going to happen? Yeah, you know what? You could sit down and you could clean them out. You could win really big, but you're not going to have a good time doing it because the dealer is just going to be all grumpy. Right, and then it's just about the game. Another thing too is when it's like you want a game that's fast. A lot of times you get people who like really want action, or say if you're in Vegas and you only have an hour before you got to get to the airport, so you're trying to get as much action in as possible, or or something like that. Then you don't want a table where the fewer players at the table, the faster your game's going to be, because when you're dealing heads up, it's just you and the dealer, and then you can get a whole lot more hands out. Another thing too to consider is that the dealers a lot of times they work with tips, right? That's like that supplements a good part of their income, and what happens is that when you're placing a bet for the dealer, right? Then they would put their tips in a little area like right around the discard tray here. Good indicator, if you're looking for like lucky table, bad table. A lot of times, what you'll do, the dealer won't lock all of these up until he leaves the table. So just take a quick look like over here at the discards. Like if you see like a big pile of tips, the table's probably doing very well. If you see no tips, that could just mean that the table is stingy. So it's not really an indicator that not seeing tips isn't an indicator of a bad table, but seeing tips is an indicator of a good table. And a lot of times you have people just like sitting there having fun and having a couple of drinks and just laughing and having a really good time. And if that's what you're after, then by all means have a seat, and and then the cards will fall where the cards fall. That's how to choose a blackjack table.